What's up guys, and welcome back to another SimCity. Today we are going to be doing more building work in our region, but we just checked out the Great Work there just to see what we can build and where the Great Work site is. It's something we've not really looked at in this series yet. So just to tidy up then, the roads that I deleted, that sort of angled road I deleted, and in the last episode, just to give the pre-existing places a bit more expansion. For some reason I can't put residential just there on that road, but hey ho. So we bulldozed a little nick of a road that was just there as well, so while we've got the bulldozer out, we may as well bulldoze any and every abandoned building there is in this city. So that's that done. And yeah, I'm now just going to carry on with what we're doing, trying to make money where we can. So the aim is really to fill in any gaps really with residential. Hopefully something will build there, and expansion as well, which is key. Looking at our demands then, there is demand for low wealth commercial, but we don't really have any low wealth areas in the city. We can pay off the bond as well that we took out last episode. That helped us build quite a lot of things. We've got 95,830 simoleons in the treasury, and we are fluctuating per hour because we are currently messing about with the taxes, because we want it to be low tax for the residents to bring money in, but we want businesses to be taxed higher because they're businesses. Industry is going to be taxed quite a bit with and that even at 20% it's only just over commercial percentages, because there's a lot more commercial than there is industry in the city, and there's not really much commercial to begin with. So yeah, placing more parks. I don't know why I do this, because parks are costing us the most money. So really, by placing more parks, I'm kind of spending money I haven't got, but it's helping the land value. It helps people expand. Do we really need people expanding when the demand is for low wealth? Well, the demand's for low wealth commercial, not low wealth residential. There is a little bit of demand for low wealth residential, but there's more than enough places for low wealth to go. Our water situation, it's still kind of polluted, but it's bearable. Education, we do need some more education establishments in there. We've already got a grade school, but we'll put another grade school in there because the pre-existing one is full to capacity, so it's always good to have another one. And I can't put any more classrooms down, which kind of is a shame, because this one's going to be a lot smaller. But hey, you know, we deal with it. So there's 2 grade schools and I believe a high school. Can't remember if it's a college or not, but I think it's a high school that I placed. In terms of transit and the school bus stops, there's quite a lot already in terms of coverage, but because we've got another school, we can make some more coverage kind of everywhere. It looks like the whole city is covered by these green lines over the roads, which means the coverage is good. We could probably add public library, considering we kind of don't have one in this city, so we'll just place it there in the place where we can't put any residential. And do we really need a community college? I don't know. The thing is, where do we put it that's convenient for everybody who needs to go there? No, we'll leave it. Our Dutch windmill, our attraction, it's not bringing in much money, but it's bringing in money, which is kind of good. And yeah, there you go. Low wealth there's demand for in residential and commercial. There's not much in there's nothing in medium wealth residential and commercial, and there's a bit in high wealth commercial and residential, and then industry is just its own thing. So I'm going to go on a little bit of a mad one and raise the residential taxes to as high as I can, which is 20%. It brings in maximum of about 23,000, 23,000 just over simoleons an hour, which is great for us. It's not too good for the happiness and approval rating of the city, but hey, it's only going to be a temporary thing. We're going to raise the taxes of commercial as well. There's not much of it, so it's not gone up by much. But this is where crises will start happening, because people won't want to obviously move here, and there'll be protests, and yeah. But just in those couple of hours, we'll earn loads of money. And I say hours loosely because it's not a real hour, it's an in-game hour. And yeah, we would have earned quite a bit more than we had, so it's only a temporary thing. And it means that we don't have to take out bonds, and then the taxes will be stupidly low, and then people will be like, oh look, the taxes are low again, let's all move back. So what I'm doing here is, don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm placing a row of parks, well, the public tennis courts, all along that side of the road. I'm deleting the ones that have gone on the wrong side of the road. But on the right hand side of the road I've put public tennis courts, because no houses can be built there. So I'm okay, I know it's another park and there's loads of them, but I'm making use of the space that kind of is there. I may as well fill up with something. Plus it helps the land value of that area just a little bit. And then replaced the residential, because why not? Okay, so what to do next? We're raking in the money. We are just raking in the money, so we can knock these taxes way back down to where they should settle at about 12%. Same with commercial. They can be a bit more. 15% is good, 13% maybe, 14% is good for everything. Yeah, except for obviously industry, because there's not a lot of it. Okay, what else do we need to do in this city? Well, things are expanding. Things are being cramped in where they can be, and to be honest, I do like the space. Deleting all that can be good, it can be bad as well, but hey, you know, we can extend the road here now. That's a different road, but oh well, it doesn't bother me too much. There's bits of commercial there. That's building quite nicely, to be honest. Take the commercial away and put the residential in, because we do need residents. There's not really demand for residential, there's more demand for commercial, but you know, it's well, the way everything's working is fine for now. We have no crisis. If it comes to where we need money from commercial or industrial, we will build more of it and take away some residential, but at the minute we don't. So let's pack everybody in terms of residential buildings. Okay, still a few abandoned buildings, so we'll just knock these down. Those are, you know, pretty decent houses, but they're abandoned, so knock them down. They might be business buildings, I don't know. But yeah, knock them down, may as well. There are now no abandoned buildings in this city. Good. Okay. We are about 9,000 down, it looks like, for that, I believe. Yeah, that's I think that's 9,000. That can't be 9,000. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, we still need residents, and yeah, so build residential where you can. Another thing is, I've now got a load of money in the treasury, over 300,000, so I can build another tourist attraction, which is good because it brings tourists in and they may possibly move here. So we'll put it on the coastline, potentially there. Yeah, Okay, we've placed the Arc de Triomphe from Paris in France, and we've also got a Dutch windmill pretty close to it. We may put another tourist attraction there at a later time, but hopefully that'll bring some more money into the city through tourism. Okay, so there you go. We are working towards those households and residents now. Just by placing a tourist attraction down, it's helped, as well as obviously lowering the taxes again. Raising the taxes meant everybody moved out. We still have polluted water, so placing water stations pretty much everywhere where there's going to be clean water, so away from the industry, will of course help that water situation out. Unfortunately, I've got to get rid of all of these parks pretty much because we need frees up a little bit more space for things to build. Everything's looking pretty good. There you go. There's a landscape shot of the city, should we say? Yeah, brief landscape shot of the city there. It looks pretty good. It's not bustling. It's not huge high rises, but it's a nice city. It's got lots of little small houses in it, and everything's very convenient for everyone. And also, it does have the bigger things. It has tourist attractions. It has everything you want from a city. It's just small and compact, but also wide and open, which doesn't make sense because it makes sense in my world, and you can physically see that because everything is compact together. But there's so much space for expansion. I could probably fit another, well, this square I'm working on, this rectangle, sorry, I'm working on. I could fit another 3 roads through there, and houses will still have space to expand. But I'm not, because it's the way I want it. Okay, so just by placing a few more parks and the tourist attraction, and we are going to put another park down, I believe, just now. There is 86,000, it's just ticked over. 86 days, gone back down to 85,000 in the treasury, but we're earning 5,000 and odd per hour. Great. So we're building this park then, because there isn't any real parkland in this top corner, and it's helping the expansion straight away. You can see buildings are building up there, and it will help towards residents. It'll just take its time. I don't know which department to put in next, but I might go with the Department of Finance, so I can tax each individual wealth separately, so like low wealth, medium wealth and high wealth. Each will be taxed separately, and also depending on what they are, residential, commercial or industrial. So instead of there being 3 tax percentages, there'll be like 9. So you, like I said, you can do things individually. Anyway, but to do that I need residents. So placing residential here, there and everywhere will be perfect for this. And something else I'm going to do, I'm going to delete some of this park. I don't know if I'm going to delete it all. No, we'll delete some of it just to bring a little bit of money back, but it'll also keep the land value because it's already ridiculously high. Anyway, we can probably lower the taxes a little bit. We are still making money, and yeah, it's not really going to bother us. We've taken a hit. We're only at positive 300 simoleons an hour, but we've got a load of money in the treasury, so it shouldn't really bother us. Anyway, it was only a short episode this week, but we will of course be back next week with more Sim City, where we continue building this city. So I've been Dave from TheGameBreakers, and I will see you next week. Bye.